Hey everyone, and welcome to the club, and welcome to another weekend art challenge. Today I'll be fusing Rick Sanchez with Goku. I'm going to start this lesson by drawing in some of Rick's facial features. So let's start with this big eyebrow in the center. So starting on the outside, I'm just going to curve down and then in towards the middle. I'm going to leave a little gap here. Do the same thing on the right side, curving up and then out. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a curve, almost like a little half circle along the bottom. We're going to round out the ends of the eyebrow. And I'm going to work my way back over towards the right side. Starting on the left, I'm just going to follow the curves of the eyebrow down in the middle, back up on the right, and then over. Now I'm going to tuck 2 circles in underneath the eyebrow, but I'm going to leave an open gap on the upper outside. So let's start on the left, just underneath the eyebrow. I'm going to draw a circle, going around the bottom, then back up. Again, we're going to leave a little gap on the outside. Step over towards the right. Do the same thing on the right side, leaving a gap along the top. Now we're going to draw on the eyelid. From this point, we're going to step down and just draw a slight curve going up and then down. And along the top in the center, we're going to draw a small half circle for the pupil. We're going to fill that in black. In between the eyes, we're going to step down and draw on the nose. So it's basically a long U shape. Starting from the left side, we're going to come down, round it out, and then go back up. Underneath each eye, we're going to draw an eye bag. On the left side, I'm just going to curve around the bottom and then back up. Do the same thing on the right side. Directly below the nose, we're going to add the mouth. So we're going to start with a curve from left to right, going up and then down. On either side, we're just going to add a little wrinkle. So we're going to step over and just draw a little bracket on the left and then right side. I want to add a little bit of drool at the bottom of the mouth. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve down, up, come down a little bit further, and we'll pull that straight up underneath the mouth. And then on the left side here, just going to add a little circle for a little splatter, maybe one more up on the right side. Now we can go in and draw on the sides of the head. So from the eyebrow, we're going to step out, draw a straight line coming down towards the mouth. Now we're going to round out the chin and then come back up on the right side. Rounding out the chin. Now we want to go straight up on the right side to the same height as the eyebrow. Now from here, I'm going to add Goku's hair bangs that come down. So on the left side, I'm going to curve up over the eyebrow towards the right. We're going to hook this down just on top of the eyebrow. Now I'm going to taper this back up. I'm going to curve down towards the center, right in between the eyebrow. I'm going to curve up and out again. Now I'm going to curve in the opposite direction. Down towards the eyebrow. We're going to taper that back up. Now I just want to connect this top with the side of the head with a slight curve. Now we're going to move to the side of the head and draw on the ears. So on the left side, it's like a half circle going out and then back in. Now let's go in and draw in Goku's hair. From the side of the ears, I'm going to hook it down and out on both sides. We're going to taper it back up. So curving up and in. Now we're going to draw another curve. We're going to do a little bit longer, going out. Now again, we're going to curve these back in, so tapering the line, going towards the side of the head. Now we're going to go a little bit larger now. So from here, we're going to curve up and out. Now we'll pull that back in again, coming in towards the head. Now let's go back to the left side. We're going to draw 2 large spikes going over towards the left. So from here, we're going to draw one large curve going out. Now we're going to pull that back in along the top of the head. So curving down to right about there. We draw one main one in the center. From here, we're going to curve up, out towards the left. Now I'm going to curve this down and just aim towards the side of the head on the right. So aiming towards this point here. Now between these 2 points, I'm just going to bridge it with a curve. So we got the head, let's work our way down the body. So I'm going to start with the neck first. So directly below the chin, I'm going to draw 2 short lines coming down. From here, I'm going to curve up towards the edge of the sleeve, curving up and out on either side. Now we're going to step in about halfway along this curve, we're going to draw on the collar of the vest. So right here on the left side, we're going to curve down, then in towards the middle. I'm going to go up in the opposite direction towards the right side. And then halfway down this collar, we're gonna curve from left to right for the inside shirt. Now from the top points of the sleeve, we're gonna curve down and in towards the waistline. Starting on the left, we'll curve out and then back in. We'll do the same thing on the right, going out and then back in. Let's connect those 2 points with a curve for the top of the sash. Now I'm gonna add the second layer of the sleeve underneath this vest. From this top point, I'm gonna step down, draw an angled line going out. I'm gonna do that on both sides. Now I'm gonna taper this down towards the side of the body, coming in. Let's continue down with the sash. From the corners of the hip, I'm gonna draw 2 lines coming straight down. And then again, we're gonna connect those 2 points with a curve. Now we're gonna add some wrinkles in the sash here. So from the left side, we're gonna step down, just draw a curve and just kind of blend it out. We'll step down again, draw a little shorter one. And then on the right side, we'll go in the opposite direction. A short curve on the top, and then a longer one along the bottom. Let's add a few wrinkles in the vest. On the left side, just above the sash, I'm just gonna curve up and out. Do the same thing on the right. Let's continue working down with the legs. So in the center here, I'm gonna draw a straight line coming down the center seam of the pant. Now from here, we're gonna add some folds and wrinkles along the inside of the pant. From here, I'm gonna curve down and out toward the left, curve down and out towards the right. Now halfway along this curve, I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna curve down and out toward the left. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Now let's go to the outside on the hips and go in the opposite direction. On the left hip, I'm gonna curve around and then in. Same on the right. Now we're going to step up slightly and curve around towards the bottom. So stepping up on the left, curve around, and then in. Now we just want to draw almost like a half circle just underneath the left and the right side. So we're going to step up, just draw a curve, almost like a circle, and then in behind the inside of the leg. Now we're going to add some pleats just along the bottom edge of the sash. So on the left, we'll just curve down, step over, draw another curve, do the same thing on the right. Underneath the pant, I just want to add 2 skinny legs coming into some large boots. So on the left side here, I'm going to draw 2 angled lines, side by side. Now from here, I just want to overlap these 2 points with a curve. So just the edge of the boot. Let's do the same thing on the right. Coming down with 2 angled lines. Overlap those 2 points with a curve for the boot. Now on the inside, I'm going to curve the inside part of the boot, going in and then down. Let's round out the bottom of the boot. So from the heel to the toe, draw a curve. Now from here on the toe, we're going to curve up and then in. Left will curve up, and then I'm just going to pull that in. Do the same thing on the right side. Now from the top, outside of the boot, I'm just going to curve on top of the boot. We're going to add that red ribbon across the center of the boot. So from this point, I'm going to curve up towards the inside. We're going to step up and just draw that same curve just above it. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving across, step up, draw the top. Now we're going to add a little gold trim on the boot. So this curve along the top of the boot, we're going to step down, starting from the inside, we're going to curve towards the front, leaving a little gap, and a curve in behind the ribbon. Now at the top of the foot, I'm going to curve and just taper down towards the bottom, again leaving a gap at the bottom here. We're going to follow the sole all the way towards the inside of the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the inside, so we're going to step down, curve across, leaving that gap, curve down towards the ribbon. Now at the top of the foot, we're going to taper down towards the toe, and then just follow this all the way towards the inside of the boot. Let's move back up and draw on the arms. So I'm going to have the arms bent into 2 clenched fists. So starting on the left side here, about halfway along this sleeve, I'm going to angle down and out. From this point, I'm going to curve up towards the wrist. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line up the inside of the arm with a straight angled line going out. Now we're going to curve up towards the wrist. Let's go back to the left side and draw on this fist. From this point, I'm going to round this out, round out the palm and go up. Now I'm going to layer and fold the fingers on top. So stepping down from that point, I'm going to curve up and then down. At the side top of this finger, we're going to do that again, curving around and then down. Now the third finger is going to go all the way around, down just below this point in the elbow. Go around, now curving just below this point. Then from here, we're just going to draw a straight line underneath the sleeve. Let's add the wristband. From the wrist line, we're going to step down, curve down and out. We'll step down, draw another curve. Let's take that arm and just flip it over on the right side. We start with the palm first, so a curve going around. We're going to step back, go over, and then down. On the side of the finger, we're going to draw another one, curving around and then down. And then the third finger is going to go all the way around, curve down below the inside of the elbow, so directly below that point. Draw a straight angled line in behind the sleeve. Now let's add the wristband. From this point in the wrist, we're going to step down, curve to the outside, step down again, draw that same curve, and that's pretty much it. There's our fusion between Rick Sanchez and Goku. I hope you enjoyed today's art challenge, and if you have any requests, please add it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.